The morning mist clung to the cobblestones of Withmore, weaving through the village like a living thing. Faye skipped along the path, her chestnut curls bouncing with each step. The village was still waking, and the only sounds were the soft coos of doves and the distant hum of bees visiting morning blooms. "Faye," a familiar voice called out, warm and lilting like a song. Turning, Faye saw Amara perched on the low stone wall that bordered the village square. The succubus's eyes sparkled with mischief, her laughter ringing out as she waved Faye over. "Amara, I've been looking for you," Faye said, her voice bright with excitement. She hopped up beside Amara, their shoulders brushing as they settled in. "And I've been waiting," Amara replied, a sly smile playing on her lips. "You wouldn't believe what I heard last night." Faye leaned closer, her curiosity piqued. "Tell me!" Amara glanced around dramatically before lowering her voice to a whisper. "There's a new spirit in Eldergrove, a guardian, they say. Some of the villagers are already talking about it." Faye's eyes widened. "A new spirit? Have you seen them?" "Not yet," Amara admitted, crossing her arms with a playful huff. "But I'm planning to." The thought of exploring Eldergrove sent a thrill through Faye. The forest had always felt like an extension of herself, its magic as familiar as her own heartbeat. "Let's go find this guardian, then." Amara grinned, slipping down from the wall with feline grace. "I knew you'd say that." Together, they wove through the village, past cottages draped in ivy and gardens bursting with color. The mist began to lift as they neared the edge of Eldergrove, revealing the ancient trees standing sentinel-like at its border. "Do you ever wonder what it's like?" Faye asked as they stepped under the canopy, where sunlight dappled the forest floor. What's like?" Amara replied, her fingers trailing along a vine-covered trunk. "To be part of this world," Faye said softly, "the unseen world." Amara paused, considering. "Sometimes, but I think we're already part of it, don't you?" Faye nodded, feeling the truth in Amara's words. The forest seemed to agree, its branches swaying gently as if in acknowledgement. They ventured deeper into Eldergrove, where the air grew thick with the scent of honeysuckle and lavender. Birds flitted among the branches, their songs weaving melodies that seemed to guide their steps. "Do you hear that?" Faye asked suddenly, tilting her head to listen more closely. Amara stopped beside her, closing her eyes. The brook? No, something else. Faye's heart quickened as she caught a hint of laughter, light and airy, like leaves rustling in a breeze. Following the sound, they found themselves in a clearing bathed in perpetual twilight. A figure stood by the brook, their form shifting between that of a deer and a human-like silhouette. "Is that?" Amara began, but Faye raised a hand for silence. The figure turned toward them, eyes shimmering like starlit pools. "Welcome," they said, their voice a gentle breeze that carried the weight of centuries. "Are you Estia?" Faye asked, stepping forward with a mix of awe and reverence. The figure nodded slowly. "I am Estia, guardian of these woods." Amara's eyes sparkled with curiosity. "Why are you here now?" Estia smiled enigmatically. "Because it is time for truths to unfold and paths to be chosen." Faye felt a shiver run down her spine, not from fear, but from anticipation. "What truths?" "That is for you to discover," Estia replied softly. "But know this, every choice weaves a thread into the tapestry of our lives." Faye exchanged a glance with Amara, feeling the weight of Estia's words settle over them both. The air was charged with possibilities, each one tugging at the edges of her imagination. As if sensing their unspoken questions, Estia gestured toward the brook. "Listen to the water's song, it carries stories older than any of us." They approached the brook together, its waters murmuring secrets as they flowed over smooth stones. Faye knelt beside it, dipping her fingers into the cool current. Images flickered in her mind, glimpses of faces and places she couldn't quite place but felt intimately connected to. "What do you see?" Amara asked quietly, crouching beside her. "I'm not sure," Faye admitted, "but it feels important." Estia watched them with an unreadable expression before speaking again. "Remember, young ones, magic lies not just in what we see, but in what we believe." With those words lingering in the air like a half-remembered lullaby, Estia turned and faded into the forest's embrace, leaving Faye and Amara alone with their thoughts. The sun had begun its descent by the time they made their way back through Eldergrove, shadows stretching long across their path. Do you think we'll see Estia again? Amara asked as they reached the village outskirts. I hope so, Faye replied softly. But even if we don't, I feel like something has changed. Amara nodded in agreement, taking Faye's hand in hers as they walked side by side into Withmore's welcoming glow. As night fell and stars flickered like distant lanterns overhead, Faye knew that this was only the beginning, a first step on a journey where ordinary days would dance with extraordinary magic, and each moment would weave new threads into their shared tapestry of discovery and connection.